Yes, now, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to another series with me. I am Hasha Plays, and today I present to you Formula 1 2022. Now, this game has come out over a year ago, and it is still an atrocious piece of crap. I honestly hate this game. I hate that EA has purchased Codemasters, but then again, Codemasters has been releasing the same piece of crap game for the last 5 years at least. Since 2018, they haven't really changed much of the assets, and if you don't believe me, you can just literally download 2018, download 2019 until 2022 and compare the assets. 2022 might be a bit different, but you don't go from an 80 gigabyte game in 2020 to a 40 gigabyte game in 2022 and the graphics has improved. You just find a way to, you know, get the assets in that to be a bit smaller. But since a new year of Formula 1 is starting, in February the testing starts, that's just a few weeks away, I thought it would be a fun time just to play some of the Grand Prix. I'm going to do a small little series on it, just a few custom tracks that I really like, and just talk about Formula 1 and just in general just have some fun with this, if that is even possible. So yeah, so basically it's just we're going to choose a few tracks we want to race on, you know, and then we're going to race on them. So Miami is kind of a nice track. It is a challenge series, just by the way. So yeah, it's 5 laps each race. I'm gonna start at random qualification locations, and obviously the goal is to win at the end of it, or to win every race at least. I'm playing in high difficulty settings because anything above that would require a steering wheel, or you being a closet case where you have no life and you constantly sit in front of this game and you practice every day with a controller. Now, I'm not saying that some people are bad, but I'm just saying that some people like me don't have the time to sit in front of this game all the time, practicing the game with a controller. So yeah, I'm not going to do every race. I'm just going to choose literally those that I like the USA, Mexico, Brazil. Love them. These are my favorite tracks right now in Formula 1. So yeah, so talking about Formula 1, next year, I think, or this year actually, 2023, I think it's going to be a very good year for Formula 1. Generally, I just think that Red Bull will probably not win this year again. I think Mercedes will take back the crown. I'm not saying that, you know, Mercedes are better than the other teams. I just think that near the end of 2022, they kind of were catching up. That one race, obviously, in the hell year, which is the worst performance I've had since probably 2016 or 2015. I don't have preferences on any racer. I still think that Kimi Räikkönen is the best racer in the world, especially when he was in his prime. He beat out Hamilton in 2007 when Hamilton and Alonso had a superior car to the Ferrari back then, and he still was a world champion. I'm just checking to see if there's any other tracks that I like. No. Okay, so we'll just delete. We'll play 8 tracks. So we'll start in Imola, go to Miami, Canada, France, Italy, of course, USA, Mexico, Brazil. So yeah, that's gonna be it. I am gonna be driving with, I'm gonna put equal performance on, of course. I'm gonna be driving with the next world champion. I really believe that Lando Norris will be a future world champion. He is a great driver. He just has some, you know, I would say mannerism issues. So yeah. The weekend structure is going to be obviously 5 laps, no qualifying, no practice, and that's about it. The AI is on hard, the rules and flags will be regular rules, corner cutting is regular, block firmware rules on, pit stop experience immersive, and those things don't matter. So yeah, let's do it. Let's start with the first race. We're going to Imola. Now, I do love Imola. I think it's a great track. I'm not the best on it, so yeah.
As the drivers begin to climb into their cars down on the grid, the excitement is really building at this magnificent circuit. We're just about ready to go racing.
I also just gotta make it clear that I absolutely 100% to the degree, to the 100%, to the literal decimal point hate this game. I did initially do a let's play on it when it came out. I was like, yeah, so excited, let's do this. And it's just atrocious. So yeah. It's just a horrible, horrible game. And I'm not saying it's EA, you know. I'm not saying it's Influence. But what I am saying, though, is that, you know, it's a far cry from 2018, 2019. 2019 was peak Formula 1. some racing days. That was a shit back then. Okay, so we're starting 12th. It's not the best position, but I'm pretty sure we can get into the points. Hopefully get into the high points as well. 5 red lights and away we go. So the problem that I have primarily with this game is how absolute rockets they are on the straights. I have this thing gassed, man. And then obviously they are also just very aggressive. And obviously wrecking balls, which they haven't changed. The racing line is not supposed to be on, but I'm not going to take it off now. I don't care too much about it. So yeah, straight off the bat, we're kind of struggling. Let's just see if we can get some positions. Sonoda and Gasly are fighting it out. I'm so... Ooh! Oh, wow. Went into a fat slide there. I don't think I have damage. No. I'm so excited to see Gasly in Alpine next year. I hate Esteban Ocon. I absolutely hate the dude. He is such a pretentious little Frenchman. So I do hope that Gasly just puts him in his place. Like, honestly, just absolutely wrecks him this year. Outqualifies him, practice everything, and then especially in the races. That is honestly what I'm hoping for this year. Verstappen and Perez. This is probably Perez's last year as well. In Red Bull, of course, they will not retain him throughout next year. So his contract is expiring anyway this year, at the end of this year. Well, start next year. And Ricciardo is available, so I mean, it is Ricciardo. He did very bad, I would say, this year at McLaren. Especially, not like saying it's a car, but compared to, oh shit. Compared to the Narrows, yeah, he was just absolutely nowhere. Like, literally nowhere. He was up there in the Sahara Desert while freaking, Norris is chilling in the Miami Beach. I'm not too good on this track, so probably won't get into the points. I'm gonna try. Hopefully we do. It's just 5 laps. If we don't do it, we don't do it. But there is like a little nice train going on in front of me. I don't think that Ferrari will have a championship contesting car this year. But if I am wrong, which I do hope I'm wrong, because I don't mind Ferrari. I don't like Ferrari, especially how pretentious they are, you know. Oh, we will approve if you are worthy of one of our cars, and if you modify it any so slightly, we will sue you. Nah, bro, I purchased it. It's my property. I'll do with my Ferrari whatever I want to. Oh, we kind of sneak in there, in the inside on Tsunoda, and we get away with it. Cool. But if Ferrari does have a championship contesting car this year and does make it a title challenge, I do hope it's Sainz. I don't like Leclerc. Last year he could have probably won it. He could have won the 2022 championship. I'm saying that outright. Anybody that disagrees with me is either not F1 is not F1 a know-how, or it's just completely stupid. Honestly, he had multiple opportunities to win the championship, but he obviously threw every chance at winning. He threw away. The French GP obviously is a very, very good example of that, where he was so far ahead that, you know, honestly. And then there was also another race where he was also very far ahead. He crashed out due to stupidity, you know. So I don't think he deserves a title challenge, because I don't think he's worthy of it. But I do hope it's Sainz. And if it's Mercedes, honestly, if it's Mercedes, it does be able to challenge a title. But that's my prediction, that it will be Mercedes, and I do not hope. I hope it's Lewis, honestly. Like, Lewis is pretentious as well and kind of an idiot, but like George Russell completely did a 180 personality-wise. Let's be honest, he was such a humble and decent dude while he was still driving for Williams. And now after each race, you know, he's like, "Oh man, guys, we did so good. You know, let's keep pushing." And he sounds so pretentious. Like the things he's saying, it sounds like he's written them down in the palm of his head and off palm of his hand, and after each race he's like, yeah, let me just read it to my engineers. Just want to sound so supportive to them. Come on, we need to get Bottas on this. I'm just gonna go for the dive here. And yeah, that's pretty easy. Okay, we need to get Alonso. So we started off with my worst track. Every other race except Miami, I'm pretty decent on. So we started off with the worst track, so we can just gauge where we are in terms of speed. This is my first race as well playing this game. I haven't played this game since probably 2 weeks after it was released. I just quit it. I did like 8 races, and I played more than 2 hours, so Steam no longer wanted to refund me, the bastards. But yeah, so I hope Lewis gets his 8th title, breaks Schumacher. Oh, look at this! Something happened. I'm on the gravel, Lucas. Oh, yeah. I actually wanted to rewind, but it's fine. We'll rewind. Just get our position back. But I was gonna look at Alonso. I think something happened here. Oh. Just look at that. It's so shit, man. Like, how do you develop this game? And this is what you... Oh my god, it's so good, guys. Well done, team. Let's high-five each other and stroke each other's cocks. Look at this. A slight nudge and the wheel just literally explodes into a billion pieces. And I bet you the wheel didn't even touch him. Look at that. Look at that. Ah, what fucking shit is this? Yeah, so I'm just here to hate on the game, just by the way, but mainly to talk F1, like IRL F1. Anyways, where we are. Oh, goodbye. We'll take it from here.
I've got some information on Alonso. They're retiring from the race.
Oh, wow, really? Maybe you should have tried driving on 3 wheels. Maybe you should put in a bit more effort. I'm actually also sad to see that Schumacher won't be on the starting grid of this year. I don't know why the Haas got rid of him. I'm not in the loop too much, but I'm not out of the loop at all. And I have literally no idea. I'm just gonna cut the grass here. I want this position. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. No, that's fine. I don't know exactly what happened that Schumacher was removed from Haas. But their current sponsors wants a German driver, so I guess that's what why they got Nico Hülkenberg. And I don't think that Nico Hülkenberg is going to do anything decent in that car. Like, he drove in the first race. I think Vettel had COVID, and he subbed for Vettel in one of the races, and he just did nothing. Like literally nothing. So yeah, that's the first race. We didn't manage anything decent, I would say, but at least I had some fun. So that was Imola. The game is still atrocious. It's still a piece of shit. Don't care. Just don't care. There are still rockets in the straight line. I'm not. I am using ABS, so no, not ABS. Traction control. And I did read that, and it's still the same winning logo as well. I did read that because you are using that, it slows you down in the straights. So, but okay. We are now going to. We'll do one race each episode because I don't want to confuse the viewers. So the next race obviously will be at. It's not telling me, but it is at the next race, which will be probably. I think this is Miami. It looks like Miami. It's also going to be another week race for us. But the good thing is, it's fun, right? So yeah, check in the next one and we'll talk some more shit about this game and talk more about Formula 1. Check it in. Bye-bye.